On our latest video, we finally got our William to 5551. This actually took 10 tries for me to figure this out, but there we go, finally. And completed our second cavalry march, Ho Chi Minh William. And KVK fight has already started, but I cannot fight. Our massive cavalry project is finally completed. We have our second meta cavalry march, but I cannot fight. I will explain the reasons just in a moment, but a quick update: in Lucerne, the first fight is of course in Lucerne, and it looks like a 50-50. We are a little bit more closer right now to their passes, but still, I would say this might actually go both ways. We are against, if I'm not mistaken, 2890. Is it correct? Yes, in this zone we are against 2890. Insane rallies, insane open field fighting that I cannot participate. The reason is quite simple. It is not our commanders. It is definitely not our equipment, but it is because our troops. Recently, I got zeroed like 2 months ago, and I'm still trying to recover. And if we take a look at our troops, I have only 250 infantry, 220k archers. The highest one is almost 550k cavalry. Now, every single time, if you're fighting in KVK, in my opinion, for open field fighting, every single time you should be using an advanced army expansion for extra 50% troop capacity. This will, if you're not using it, this will revolutionize the traits that you are getting. If you're not using it, you're harming yourself. Most of the time you will get negative traits compared to the times that you are using an advanced army expansion. But guess what? If I use that 50% expansion, then I will need more than 300k troops for each march. This is certainly not possible with my current infantry, not possible with my archers. It is possible for only one cavalry march. So I cannot even use 2 cavalry marches at this time if I use a 50% expansion. I can only use 1 march, and I think this is such a waste, right? If you're using advanced army expansion, in my opinion, you definitely want to have 3 marches on the field, at least to get that extra benefit, because it increases your troop capacity for all your marches. So if you're not using 3-4 marches, so if you're using 1 march only, like this 50% army expansion is in my opinion such a waste. And at this moment, like in my place with only almost 62.5 million power and handful of troops, I don't have the luxury to waste my resources. But soon I will be able to fight, because we finally have Zenith of Power. This means, and look at that, look how beautiful it is. Battles Bloom, permanent, legendary, special attributes, cavalry health 15%. This is insane. Imagine we managed to go up to 3 cavalry marches. Is going to be 45% health gain, and I think it's going to be insane. Do I think that I can get Zenith of Power top 10? I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm going to try to see like what people are doing. First of all, we will definitely go to 1 million power to get that extra 5 sculptures. But after that point, I will just going to, see how people are pushing, if they are pushing too hard, if like, mega whales, like super whales are trying to get the city skin. Most likely they will. In that case, I'm just going to say, okay, I mean, I'm not in a position to be able to compete for Zenith. But if that's not the case, we might actually push for the Zenith of Power. And I think if we do, it is going to be an extremely interesting video. I really want to do it, but if they're pushing too hard and if there is no way for me to win, that means, wasting all your resources just for the video, and unfortunately I cannot afford it. So we will see what's going to happen. But of course, while I'm pushing for that 1 million power threshold for 5 legendary commander sculptures, this means we are going to train troops, and hopefully we will have, my goal is, I'm totally fine with benching my Boudica. The reason is archers are my, lowest number of troops. My goal is to have my Guan on the field, my Nevsky on the field, and my Ho Chi Minh. All these 3 primaries on the field. So we are going to train a little bit of infantry and again a lot of cavalry, so we can use 2 cavalry marches with a 50% expansion. And the reason is, it's not because Boudica is bad compared to others. She's amazing, she has expertise, her gear is decent, all epic, special, talented, and 2 legendaries. But because right now we keep using Yuge Liang rallies, archer rallies, so use those archer troops to reinforce rallies and garrisons. We are also using Dido most of the time for garrison, so archers are going to be for reinforcing for me in this KVK, and infantry and cavalry 3 marches, Boudica benched, is going to be my open field marches. When Zenith of Power is here, we are going to push for it. We're going to train some troops. And as I said, maybe we might even try to go and get that city skin. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a quick KVK and account update like video, like why I'm not fighting at the start of the KVK. I have my reasons, of course. I mean, I cannot blame them. I was inactive and they zeroed me. But they also cannot blame me for not fighting at this moment because they zeroed me, so I don't have the troops. I see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.